Base, we'll take that one. I see when the sun rises, I see when the sun goes down. I experience rain and 30 degrees and sunny. It's great and I'm not stuck in the office. I'm Melvin Siebold. I'm a holiday and sickness stand-in at the Flotte Hamburg. I'm employed as a skipper, and if someone falls ill or goes on holiday, I jump in for them. On any kind of vehicle we have. If I know I have a day shift with the pilots, then I know I'll be up at about 4 AM. I then drive directly to the Teufelsbrück jetty. And when I get there, I call the ship I'm on. And they then organize themselves which ship is going to the Teufelsbrück jetty to pick people up or let them off if their colleagues have to get off. And then I get on board, possibly drive the ship over myself. Once I've landed there and my team, that is my deckhand, is also on board, I'll report to the watch manager. Base, Pilot 1, Siebold and Lehmann on board. We wish you a quiet watch. Pilot 1, good morning, Janssen here. We've also got the next ship for you, the Traver tank. Right, and then we can get down to business. We start the engine, set off, and the day continues for 12 hours until 5 PM in the evening. We have more than 50 ships in the fleet that carry out different tasks. We have depth sounders, we have pilot dispatchers, we have tugs, and so on. You just have to know how to maneuver the vessel for the task it's doing in this area, on the Elbe, in this particular fairway, in order to get the result you want. And as I said, if I have to help out because someone's ill, then I get a tip the day before or a week before. I need you there and there. And then I drive there in the morning and go to the relevant ship. Hi, Melvin. A holiday request for you. Yeah, thanks. And planning next week. Planning for next week. Melvin, you'll be at Hamburg next week on Wednesday and Monday, starting work at 4:15 AM, on the pontoon again, and on Friday, that's already been decided, the D1. And we can't say anything about Thursday yet. We'll have to check again. But there'll be a lot of water running down the Elbe before then. Okay. Compared to where I worked before, it's definitely more exciting that I'm driving several vehicles rather than just one. The tasks are also much more extensive. It's definitely more fulfilling. Hello. I've been missing you. What's up? Pilot 1 shore power. Can't get any shore power at the station. I don't know exactly what the problem is. Okay, probably the cable. He's looking at it. Either Tobias is there so he can measure it once, otherwise he'll have a look himself. Good, yeah. Have a good day.
So
the biggest challenges are ship dependent. First of all, you have to know what you're doing, of course. Then you also need to know that the Elbe has a current of around 2 meters per second at peak times. For example, when I'm sailing with the pilots, I really notice when I come out of the harbour onto the Elbe that I don't need to use the rudder. And I notice how the ship suddenly tilts, because then I get into different current conditions. And you have to know all that, and also when mooring and casting off and so on. Or when you approach a ship with a pilot. But everything usually works out, at least for me. Now he's called me because he needs a launch, because he wants to get off. Now he's called the service launch, and I reported and said, here, Pilot 1. I go up to the ladder with the platform here, you know, then I can move the platform out a bit further so that he has a short climbing distance.
Ja, das Beste, was mir an meinem Job gefällt.
Well, the best thing about my job is that I'm a holiday and sickness cover. Then I also know that I'm needed, and that I can be deployed for any vehicle, no matter what propulsion, and so on. I can fulfill any task with it, and it doesn't get monotonous. That's definitely fulfilling.
Für mich auf jeden Fall momentan erfüllend. Hobby von mir ist, dass ich gern Möbel selber baue.
One of my hobbies is building furniture myself from materials that are being thrown away. I got some wooden beams that were going to be thrown away and I made my own bed out of them. Or I built my own desk once. I built a side table using epoxy resin and played around with it a bit.
Ich habe mir einen Beistelltisch gebaut aus Epoxidharz, dann ein bisschen mit rumgespielt. Das ist frei Schnauze.
I kind of make it up. If I think, okay, my furniture is starting to look like rubbish, then I think about what I can do with it. Or if I see something and I'm allowed to take it with me, then I think about what I can do with it and then I build something.
Und dann baue ich da auch irgendwas. Es ist schon cool.
It's really cool to make something out of material that would have ended up in the bin or been burned and breathe a bit of new life into it.
Daraus wieder ein bisschen neues Leben einzuhauchen.
It's also a bit of time for me when I'm wearing hearing protection and have a loud machine. I'm not thinking about the object, I'm thinking about other things at the same time, and somehow it gives me a lot.
Bei dem Objekt, sondern denke über andere Sachen noch parallel nach und so und irgendwie gibt es mir was. Grundsätzlich.
In principle, I can imagine retiring the way things are going at the moment, but I would also have been interested in the office part, what you need to know and how everything always goes so smoothly. I'd like to find out and learn more about it. So I should just try it out.
Probieren geht über Studieren, ne?